Good afternoon, guys, and happy Friday to all of your sunshiny faces. So my dad got back from Tony's and Caputo's, and it looks like got everything. It looks like everything came up at the right price, except he was not able to find, they did have 2-pound packages of strawberries on sale at Tony's for $1.99, which is only like $1 per pound, which is an awesome price. He said they were completely out. They only have 1-pound packages that were $2, but that was with the coupon, and they were a limit of 2, but again, he said there was none left, so we didn't end up getting those. But Jewel does have their 1-pound packages on sale for $1.99, so and they're a limit of 2, so it's like double the price technically, but it's not, it's still like a really good deal because I was actually gonna do those when I first saw that at Jewel this week, and then I saw that Tony's actually had their 2-pound package on sale for the same price. I was like, wow, that's awesome. But again too, that's kind of rare, I feel like, for right now, like this time. We're starting to see sales like on strawberries, but not like amazing sales, so that was actually kind of one of those amazing sales. Like $1 per pound for strawberries is awesome, but again too, they were out, so we'll just get them at Jewel for, you know, like I said, $1.99, which is still a really good deal. But anyways, that was the only thing I think he didn't get. And also too, I originally told him, I was like, the chicken breast, this was on sale at Tony's, it was 99 cents a pound, and really good price. It was a limit of 2 packages, so I told him to pick up 2 packages. I thought they were like maybe like, again, like 8 chicken breasts or 5 chicken breasts in a package, even though it did say family size. They were like 10-pound packages each, so he spent almost $10 on the chicken breast for just 1 package. I was like, don't bother getting 2. I was like, don't worry, just pick up the 1 package. Like, I was planning on it being probably around like $10, maybe $15 anyway, but just get 1 package. We don't need 20 pounds of chicken breast, so I don't think our freezer will be able to hold that. And I've got to split this stuff up probably tomorrow when I get the ingredients that I'm going to use for it, but I'm probably going to do pasta chicken maybe, and like some other stuff. But I'm actually just making tuna helper for dinner tonight. That's what's going on the stove. I'm going to finish up doing this grocery haul, and then put the stuff away, and then I am going to make myself dinner, and then tonight we're going to watch probably some shows or something like that, and then I'm going to work on those pictures because those envelopes and everything like that came, that I need to organize them. Also too, guys, I was telling you guys how yesterday I was like, I was in a tank top because it was so hot out, and it was just like, so, you know, it was like 50 something degrees. It was like 51 or 52 earlier today. It's now currently snowing. I don't think you guys can actually tell, but it has been snowing on and off. Not raining, snowing. And it's supposed to. And it's supposed to be cold tomorrow. And then it's supposed to be cold, I think, on Sunday. And then on Monday, I think it's supposed to get warmer. Tuesday's supposed to be like almost, it was originally supposed to be like 70 degrees. Now it looks like it's going to be like mid 60s, which is still really warm considering it's snowing right now, which is kind of crazy. But it was funny. I woke up this morning, it was like all nice and kind of sunny. Then I kind of see these like dark clouds. They were kind of rolling in. Then it's been like overcast the entire rest of the day, and it's kind of nasty, and now it's snowing. So yeah, you know, that's the weather here. Tank top yesterday, snow today, you know. It's just, that's life here in the Midwest. Anyways, I'm going to share with you guys though what we got from those 2 stores for today. So this was Tony's first. This ended up costing $20.29, and 35 cents of that was taxed. So it was actually technically under 20 bucks for everything. But the water, the purified water, those were on sale $5 for 2, or $2.50 each, which isn't the best price, but it is cheaper than Aldi. I think Aldi's purified water is at least $2.99. Sometimes again too, with prices, it can sometimes get more money. They used to be like $1.99, but I haven't seen that at Aldi at all recently. And half the time they're out of water at our Aldi, like especially the gallons, which is what we use to fill up our Keurig. They have not had them in like probably 3 weeks now. So we might have to use regular bottled water, which we were able to get on sale at Tony's at least. And like I said too, that was with the digital coupon, and you do have to buy 2. I believe there's a limit of 2 coupons, so it's like a limit of 4 total, but you do have to buy like in multiples of 2, I think was what the coupon was for. They also had 2, which was the Friday freebie, was the fast twitch Gatorade. The grape kind specifically was what the coupon said it was off of. So we ended up picking up that. It's kind of like an energy drink, but like Gatorade energy drink. So like I said, pick that up. Also too, they had oranges on sale, which were $4 for 2 or $2 each for a 3-pound bag, which is a good price. I think we picked up a package last week that was $1.99 with the coupon. This wasn't with the coupon, it was just the sale price. So like I said, we went ahead and picked those up. The only thing I do have to remind my mom, because she has been eating so many oranges lately, like she ended up eating through that package we got last week already, and she already put oranges on the grocery list, I think, for next week, like, you know, again this week. So I was like, hey, I got a deal. It was pretty much the same deal as last week, and probably cheaper than Aldi's as well. But these are not like regular oranges. These ones actually are more pink, not like the navel oranges. They're like a different, like caras or caras, however you say it, I don't know. But they're more pink and kind of like brighter on the inside. I think they're a little bit sweeter. I don't know. Personally, I don't really like regular oranges, and I don't like orange juice. I don't mind mandarins, but I'm not a huge fan of oranges. I've never been. I've always hated orange juice with a passion. I don't completely hate oranges, but orange juice, I've always hated it. I don't know why. But either way, my mom has been eating these up like crazy, so we bought more. But they also had the tomatoes on the vine, which were 99 cents a pound, and we ended up picking up a little over a pound. It was $1.10 for that. And then the chicken breast, like I was saying, you guys can see this is in this kind of bag. My dad put it in like a bag, and then they like double bagged it on top of it because it was very juicy, I guess. But they were 99 cents a pound, and that was, like I said, almost 10 pounds, so it was $9.84 for that. And like I said, those were a limit of 2 packages, so you could get probably close to about 20 pounds of chicken breast for only about 20 bucks, which is an awesome price. But again, too, our freezer I don't think has the capacity for that right now, so I'm gonna figure out, like I said, you know, getting these all frozen and split up into bags and stuff like that for freezer dinner, so that we can use these for a while. And this is like the kind of stuff too, they've had these sales a few times now at Tony's, and that's why too, like, you guys might not see me buy like chicken breasts very often or like ground beef or whatever. It's because when I get a sale, I buy 10 pounds of it, because this is normally how you kind of have to buy it if it's like in bulk on sale. For 99 cents though, that beats, like, you know, Jewel has theirs on sale I think for $1.99 a pound this week. Again too, way half the price. I'll pay that, you know, for Tony's, you know, like I said, their chicken breast for 99 cents and pick up 10 pounds. But again too, that's why we don't need chicken breast for a while when we end up getting deals like this. So I don't buy chicken breast or meat, you know, like fresh meat and stuff like that every single week. But again too, last week or 2 weeks ago I think it was, we got 6 pounds of ground beef for $1.99 a pound, which is a really good price. So again too, there's sales like that where you end up getting them and you have to kind of buy in bulk to get it. So, you know, again, that's why we'll buy it at the time that it's on sale, stock up, freeze it, and then we have it in the freezer, and I don't have to worry about, you know, buying it every single week. Then over here, this is what we ended up picking up from Caputo's, and they had meat on sale at Caputo's, so we ended up picking that up because it was a pretty good price compared to Tony's. They had their, I think it was the same brand, so like the old Warsaw Polish ham was on sale for $4.99 a pound, I believe. It was only $3.49 a pound at Caputo's. I'll share that with you guys. So we got about a pound for $3.86, which again too is cheaper than what we would have gotten at Tony's, along with the yellow American cheese as well, which was the same price, and we paid $4.03 for that. Then they did have some other produce sales that were going on this week. So they had Honeycrisp apples, which were on sale for 99 cents a pound, got about a little over 2.5 pounds for $2.64. And again too, Jack eats all of our apples. So I think my dad sometimes has apples, but Jack is like, he ate through the apples I think I bought last week already. Then bananas, which were 49 cents a bunch, we picked those up, about 3.5 pounds for $1.15. The romaine, which was $1.99 for a 3-pack, we ended up picking that up. Avocados for a 5-count bag was $2.50, so that's about 50 cents per avocado, and Aldi's price was 49 cents, and then last week I noticed it was 69 cents. So that's again too, sometimes they'll fluctuate a little bit. Like the price originally too, it was 69 cents, then it went up or down, then it went back up again. So you know, like I said, that's gonna totally depend, but this way at least I knew they were 50 cents in case all these prices didn't go back down this week. But I still thought that was a pretty good price. They're a little bit smaller, like avocados, not like the mini kind, but they are smaller ones. These ones are a little bit more green, so they'll last a little longer, because I do have some the like more ripe ones that I've been eating through right now, but I will normally pick up like 6 avocados, 4 to 6 like normally a week. So that was a good deal. They also had cantaloupe, which was on sale for $1.50. Picked up one of those. That was a really good price. And then also 2 of the tomatoes, which were on sale for $2 for $2 each, or like $4 for 2. You don't have to buy 2, but you can get them. We just picked up 2 because I already went through, or I'm almost through my package of tomatoes, and then my dad likes to use tomatoes too. I don't know, his salads or something like that, but anyways, picked those up, and that was everything we got from Caputo's. Like I said, normally Caputo's wouldn't be that much money, but we did pick up like a couple more expensive things, I feel like, in like the tomatoes and avocados. But these are again things that I normally buy at Aldi. Even to the bananas, we will buy at Aldi at least once a week. So those are like 3 things that are on the grocery list weekly. And then also to the meats and cheese as well, which we ended up picking up, which is again too cheaper than what Tony's had theirs on sale that I was originally going to get. So you know, like I said, actually pretty good deal. So it was about 40 bucks between both stores, which I think was pretty good for what we ended up picking up. Like 10 pounds of chicken breast alone for getting everything on the table for $40, I think is pretty good. So I'm gonna get this stuff put away right now, and finish up dinner. But I thought I'd share with you guys what was going on at you know, Tony's and Caputo's for today. Just in case you guys didn't believe me, that is the snow outside. Like pretty decently sized flakes and stuff like that is coming down right now. So that's why, like I said, it was definitely, you know, like the ground is warm, so I'm thinking because of the last couple days, so I'm kind of thinking that it's not really gonna stick, but nope, that's definitely snow out there. In addition to the snow that I told you guys, I was like, it's not gonna stick. Like, it's too, you know, the ground's too warm outside. The snow is not gonna stick. No, guys, we actually have more snow. This is probably the second or third maybe time that we've actually had snow that's stuck to the ground, like, and had this amount of snow. Obviously that really like bad storm that we had that ended up, like, I think the school maybe canceled or something like that, but there was one, and then like a couple days later the snow was still there, and then it snowed again and we got like even more, or it was like the next day or like the following day after that or something like that. No, we actually have a lot of snow outside, and maybe I'll share with you guys real quick, or try and, I don't know, piece in some right now or something like that. There's actually snow on the like top glass of like the kitchen window too, you know, because we have the garden window in there, so there's like snow on it, and I was like, wow, there really is. And then when I went into the living room, I looked out the front window and I was like, oh my gosh, like it's probably like, I mean, the grass is like covered outside, and the dogs were coming inside like all covered in snow too, because it was actually coming down like pretty hard. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. I was in a tank top yesterday. Like, it's just, it's crazy. The weather is crazy. But anyways, like I said, in 2 days, 3 days, whatever it'll be, 4 days, something like that, I'll be back in a tank top, probably. Tank top and shorts. That's what Tuesday I'm probably gonna be in because it's gonna be that hot. But then it's like freezing cold, and well, it's actually not freezing cold, it's not too bad, and tomorrow's not gonna be like freezing cold. I think it might be like maybe 40-ish, like, you know, again, like maybe high 30s, low 40s or something like that tomorrow. So snow might actually be gone by tomorrow, but either way, it's snowed and there's snow on the ground today. But also too, I don't know if I said this earlier, but the envelopes for the picture organizing that you guys have been been talking about almost every single day, it seems like, those came, and I got through the later part of the 90s, so like my aunt's grandkids and like me and like kind of Matthew. Actually, I don't know if I did like just, no, because Matthew's born in 2000, so no, I just did the 90s. So 94 pretty much, the later half of 94 up until 99, and I think I might have done 2000 and like 2001 maybe, because there were some pictures that I could place from there, but I did organize them. I like the smaller method of organizing them. I need to find a really good box to store them in or something. I might try and figure that out for my aunt too, but either way, I like the smaller envelopes that I'm using, like the small envelopes, and then the really small like just like card envelopes, and I'm using like more like the brown like envelopes, but then I have like much bigger ones that I was gonna try and like place like each year in, and I don't think that's gonna work. Also too, I don't know how like exact I want to be with it either, so because I'm using smaller envelopes, I'm like, I don't know. Now I'm questioning the whole thing all over again. I'm like, did I buy the wrong stuff? Like, my thing is that I feel like it works well for our pictures, because if somebody takes the pictures out of them, for example, like again too, if there's like a funeral and we need to use like certain pictures of, you know, somebody or whatever, we gather all those pictures up. Or again too, somebody just wants those photos out for something or wants to look at them or like whatever, and you don't put them back the right way, I'll come along and I'll put them back the right way, right? But I'm trying to think of if this happens with my aunt and she comes along and she again too takes pictures out for, again too, like I said, just whatever the reason is, like she might not know where to put them back into. So I'm trying to think of now, like, because that really didn't entirely cross my mind, because I was like, oh, this shouldn't be that hard, like, you know, because I'm looking at all the little details of things to like, and like to piece pictures together. That is a tongue twister. I've tried to say that 8 times now. Anyways, to piece pictures together. I've been like, you know, again, going through and really trying to match all the pictures up. Well, again too, she takes like a couple of them out. She's not going to know where they go back. I mean, I'm not saying she's not going to, but she might not, you know, if she's like, oh, I need a couple of pictures of like this person, or I want to, you know, have these pictures, or, you know, like, or look at these pictures or whatever, and doesn't like, again too, has a couple of those type of envelopes out, they might not go back in the same place. Like, for example too, if it was like, oh, my cousin's first birthday, right, and there's a picture in there that maybe you can't tell is from the birthday party, but I just knew because they were like all the pictures that were together, or like I was able to piece that, like, oh, my grandma was wearing the same thing and she was in that picture, and my aunt was wearing the same thing and she was in that picture, and it looks like the venue could have been the same place, but there's nothing that's definitively saying like this was my cousin's birthday, you know. Like, there's not a cake in the background, or like, you know, like balloons and stuff like that. You might not have been able to tell that that was the party that it was from. So if my aunt ends up taking that picture out to like, again, use it for something or look at it, or maybe she wants to put it in a, you know, like, I don't know, like put it on the fridge for a while, and she takes it down and wants to put it back, will she know like to put it back in there? And like I'm saying, like, cause I mean, my mom will do that kind of stuff with our photos too, and like again too, if she does that, I know where to put the photos back to, and I'll be able to get them back most likely to the right spot. Not all the photos have like writing on the back of them, so again too, and honestly that would take forever to write on the back of the photos, and I know that you're not really supposed to do that too, because it can ruin the photos, and there's a couple that I found that have been like that from people that write on the back, and you push too hard on it, you can actually ruin the picture on the other side, and just other reasons too, like bleed through like the ink and stuff like that. So anyways, long story short, I want to organize it this way. I think it makes the most sense, but at the same time too, I'm trying to think of like the easiest way to keep the photos organized. Like, so do I just put like all of the photos from like, you know, again, maybe around the time before my other cousin was born, so that's like a span of like 2 years-ish, because him and my other cousin are like around 2 years apart or close to that. So like, you know, like that's my thought process on the whole thing, and I don't know, I'm like kind of, you know, again too, everything that I got for the photo organizing is what I'm going to use for our photos, but now I'm just wondering, does it make sense and does it work for doing my aunt's photos? But at the same time too, it's kind of how she has them organized anyway, like she has them in envelopes anyway, so I feel like it does make sense if that's how she had them. It's just a lot of them didn't get put back in the right spot. So that's also making me think though too, like, did they get used for something and like she just didn't like want to go through and put them back in there, so that's why they didn't go back in the right place? Like, I don't know how I want it to be done, but I'm just trying to think of, like I said, it's not for me, it's for somebody else, and that's what, you know, like I know how I would want to put them back. But again too, if you use the photos for something, would, again, another person that is, you know, again, using the photos or whatever, and maybe it's not my aunt, I feel like my uncle comes along, or my other aunt, you know, like I said, her kids like come along and they want to use some of the photos for something. And again too, is my system easy enough to be able to put the pictures back like that way that they came out. That makes sense. So like I said, I'm just trying to figure out like an easy way for the photos to kind of be organized, and then also to at the same time like make it easier for, like I said, for other people to be able to use them, and also to find them too. Like that's the other thing too. If you're like, oh, I don't know when we went on this trip, like, you know, if I have it organized by year, will it make finding the photos easy? Because I also want that, you know. And like I said, I know that I could look through and find our photos from like our family photos, but like again too, my aunt's photos, maybe she's like, I don't remember when we went on that trip, and like that's not how I had them organized or something like that. And so I don't know, I've been like, now that I have all this stuff and I've actually been going through and organizing it, now I'm like stressed out again, and I'm like, I don't know if this is actually like working out kind of the way I want it to or what. But I normally, this is what happens a lot of times, and this is why sometimes stuff takes me a while, because I will be like, oh, I don't know what to do, and then like I sit on it for 2 days, and then I come back like fully refreshed, and I'm like, okay, I got it now, you know, and then it works out perfectly. Like it's funny, the same thing happened too when me and my dad had to build the cabinet, or not the cabinet, the drawer in our kitchen. It broke, and so we actually made a brand new drawer for our kitchen because we didn't want to like get it customized and have to like go and have somebody, you know, laser measure it and all this kind of stuff. So me and my dad were like, how can we get this to work? And we tried like 2 things already. We tried to build like 2 different drawers. Finally I was taking a shower, and I was like, I can't think of it. I have no clue how to do it. I was taking a shower, and it was like that light bulb moment. I also do my best thinking in the shower. All of my thoughts come to me while I'm showering. But like it was like that kind of like light bulb moment, and I was like, I got it. That's the way we did it, and it has not, nothing has happened. Our one drawer in our kitchen, other than the new cabinetry we put in there, we only have ever had 1 drawer in our kitchen in the original like cabinetry. It still works, and it's probably the best, most durable cabinet drawer that you will ever use, because we built it, and we got the idea when I was I needed a break, and I was like, I'm dirty, I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I smell from, you know, trying to build this thing, and like the sawdust and everything. I was like, I need to go take a shower. Took a shower, came up with the idea, and it still works to this day. So like that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, is that like, you know, I need just kind of that mental like, okay, how am I actually gonna do this? I figured out what I want for it, but how do I do it? And like I said, it's different because it's not my photos. Like that's the thing that's kind of tripping me up about all of it, is that these are my aunt's photos. They're not our photos. And like I said, if I didn't like the way ours was organized, I could be like, I'll just reorganize them, you know. But with my aunts, it's like when I'm done, I'm giving them back to her, and she's going to have them now. And then she has to be able to find them, you know, use them, look at them, you know, however she wants to, you know, do it. And again too, it's I have to make sure that it's easy for her to use, kind of like I said, the way I'm gonna have it set up. And so that's the thing that I'm just like I said, kind of like struggling with a little bit right now. But I just need some time to think about it, because I could have stayed in the living room and tried to power through it, and I don't think that would have worked. So I needed a break, watched a little TV. Now I'm going to take a shower and go to bed, and hopefully tomorrow we've got other things going on too, so I probably actually won't work on it over this weekend much. But like I said, when I do get back to it, hopefully my thoughts have come back to me and my ideas. Well, then I'll get that light bulb. Maybe when I take a shower right now, I'll get that light bulb. Anyways, I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.